All right, hello, and welcome to our mindful aging class, yoga for neuroplasticity. So today is Give Miami Day. Thank you to those of you who have already pledged your donation to Om Hom Shala. Today I'll be recording the class, and I'll send you this class and a couple more so you have during the break, because we have no class next Thursday. It's Thanksgiving week. Happy Thanksgiving ahead of time. And we'll use the block, the TheraBand, and something to catch. So it could be a ball, a mandarin, something like a bean bag, doesn't really matter. All right, we'll put everything sort of to the side, just make sure you don't, your ball doesn't roll away. And we're starting a little bit more active than how we usually start. We're gonna start with breath of joy. So remember, breath of joy is where we take 3 short inhales through the nose, and then it's 1 long exhale through the mouth, right? So it goes like, and as you exhale, you're going to be coming forward. You can go all the way down, but just be careful, because we haven't warmed up, that you don't go too deep. And then be very careful as you're coming up that you don't pull muscle or anything like that. You just do it nice and gentle, keeping the abdominal muscles in. So movement of the arms goes like this: forward, side, up, and then we would go down, right? So let's find the breath with the arms. So short inhale, short inhale, short inhale, and long exhale through your mouth. In through the nose, 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 mouth. Two more. All right, and now we'll find our centering. So you can sit all the way into the back of the chair, palms of the hands on top of the legs. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, do so. And notice all that energy running through the body, right? Your heart rate should be a little bit elevated. You should feel a little tingling, just kind of the whole body awaken with that breath. Begin to make the breath a little deeper, the exhales a little longer. Notice where your mind wanders. See if you can bring it back, continuing to deepen the inhales and the exhales. And on that next breath, allowing the eyes to open, we'll sit to the front of the chair. We'll start our warm-ups. So we'll start just kind of moving with sort of like a cat-cow shape, but we'll start moving arms and legs at the same time. So stay where you are. So you will look like this, rounding a little bit through the back, opening the chest, and just kind of finding that gentle flow there. One more time here. All right, next time you find the other side, hold it and rotate the foot. And rotate the opposite direction. All right, kick that leg out and roll it out like as if you're biking with one leg. And then roll it back. Now I'm leaning back a little bit, so I begin to engage the abdominal muscles a little bit. I'm not touching the back of the chair. Bring the leg in, rotate the foot. And the other direction. All right, again, you lean back, and then you start moving the leg. Continue. Let me let this person in. And back, bring it back. All right, and then shake the legs, kind of like bounce a little bit the legs. And then lift and drop. Bounce again. All right, and then on the next breath, begin to move the trunk in circles. And bring it the other direction. first direction, maybe a little bigger circle if that feels okay. So try to go back and around, nice and slow since the circle's a little bit bigger, just to keep the body nice and still. And then bring it the other way. Very good. Come back to center. Now we roll the shoulders up and back. Shoulders up and back. Make the circles big. Bring the shoulders up. And then bring it the opposite direction. All right, very good. Open up the arms. Squeeze the shoulders into the back. Point your thumbs towards the back. Bring the hands to touch, thumbs to the bottom, palms up, palms out. One more time. All right, come and interlace the fingers. We go up on an inhale, down on the exhale. Try to touch the elbows. Lift the elbows as much as you can along the ears. You're keeping the hands underneath your chin. See how far you can go. All right, and now switch the position of the hands so the palms of the hands are facing up, and then bring the elbows in. Yeah, palms up, elbows in. Yeah, good. Extend the arms out so the hands are facing you, the palms of your hands, and then like an umbrella, the arms are up and above the head. Move a little bit side to side. One more to each side. And then turn the palms of the hands to face up towards the ceiling. And then this time, we'll bend the elbow. Just bend the elbow, no need to bend to the side. Up, bend the elbow. One more to each side. Press all the way up. And then hold the back of your head. Now we're coming in, but stay where you are. You're keeping the chest up and your spine straight. Keep the elbows back. So you're coming forward and back into sort of a forward fold, but with a hinge at the hip and not a rounding in the spine. All right, one more time. All right, come back to center. It's elbow to knee. Back, open a little bit into sort of a back bend, elbows back, chest up, round, lift, pause here in the back bend. Go down, back and hold. All right, very good. Release the arms. Once you're even on both sides, release the arms down to the side. Breathe in. Long exhale. Let it go. Again, long breath in. All right, it's a twist. So coming over into the side, looking over to the back. Come to center, over and towards the other side. Again, bring it over into the first side. One more time to the other side. All right, and bring it back to center. We stand and we sit. Now you can do this, just helping yourself, lift yourself off the chair, or you just do it, going up and down completely. We're gonna add the block to this as we stand and sit. On the next one, we sit down, we hold, and then we find the block and we're gonna try to lift ourselves up while we press on the block. If you don't have a block nearby, don't stand up to find a block, don't worry about it. But pretend that you do, right? Pretend that you're squeezing your inner thighs towards one another. So let's do a few where you squeeze and release about a 30-40%. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and hold, and now we go up and down. All right, and now we hold it here. Keep squeezing the block, and you're just gonna bring the foot to the outside. Hover one foot and bring it out. But keep pressing the block. And come back to center, right? Working the outside of that knee. Out. All right, let's bring it on the other side. So you open, And then you do like a little pulsing motion, keep squeezing the block. So this is very small, these movements, so you don't lose that alignment and then that engagement. And come back, and then on the other side, little pulsing motion. Very good. All right, coming in and forward. We're gonna lean back, so stay where you are. You're gonna go like this, like into both pose, Navasana. And then as you do this, if you can, you lift the heels off the floor. If you can lift the legs, you keep them up the whole time, squeezing the block. If that is too much for your back or whatever, you keep the feet on the floor like I'm gonna do. We're gonna open into a little twist to the back, bring it to center, same side. Open and twist. And one more time, keep squeezing the block about a 30-40%. Come to center, reach forward to give the back a little break. Inhale, lean back, lift the heels off the floor or the feet come back off the ground. Open 3 times to the back. Bring it to center, open, and one more time. Again, inhale, reach up, exhale, forward fold. Take an in breath and an out breath. All right, now from here, we come up. If we can, we hold here. Both legs are up, or you keep your toes down and just lift the heels. Deepen your breath. You should be leaning back, right? You should feel your entire front muscles engaging as you do this. And of course, your back muscles are engaged. All right, and then bring it over and forward. So we're coming up with the block, but I want to bring my ball and my TheraBand so I don't have to stand up and lean down to get it. And then just do the best you can to keep it on the chair there so they don't go away. We're bringing the block because we're starting with a block, but just take it off, stand up, and then come with me. We're going to keep the chair close by in case we need it. For this first part, I don't think you do. Most of you, at least, that are here live with me. All right, we have the block between the legs, up above the knees. The other stuff we have there, just for next thing. So coming to mountain pose, feet together, or as close as together as we can get them with that block between the legs. Roll the shoulders back, reach the fingertips to the ground. See if you can stand tall. Like if I feel tall, can I grow taller? You do that by lifting the sternum, by reaching the crown of your head to the ceiling and your fingers to the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. All right, we're gonna go for a little chair sitting. Remember, we're gonna be moving the arms like this. We've done this before, where you're going for a run, not like this, up and down. It's forward and back, and you're keeping the elbows at that same bend. So we sit and we stand. This takes coordination because a lot of the times I see people do this. They twist, they go all kinds of stuff. So you're sitting, you're standing, and you're moving the arms at the same time. So try to sit low if it's comfortable for you, but keep the weight shifted to your heels. Very good. All right, on that next breath, we take a little break in the mountain. We're gonna sit in the chair as we crisscross. So you touch the shoulder, you touch the hip on the opposite side, shoulder and hip. And then we're gonna go for a little sitting and standing while we move at the same time. Go slow, so make sure that it's happening. Very nice. All right, can you look from side to side? All right, and we come back to center, we stand tall. Relax, deepen the breath. It's a down dog behind that chair, so if the chair is far away, go with it, keep the block between the legs and walk the legs slowly back. Press the block between the legs about 50% this time around. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and hold and deepen your breath. All right, on that next breath, we come a little bit forward. Hold on to the chair to begin with. We're up now. We're up from down dog. We're down with down dog. Up into tippy toes and back into the heels. Now, if you need to hold on, your hands are on the hips as you rock forward and back, but I do want you to go back safely without bending at the hip. So try to hold on if you need to. Press strongly through the big toe, hold it up, ballerina toes. Breathe in, breathe out. We're gonna go for a little bit of a walk forward, about 1-2 steps, and then 1-2 steps back. Again, 1-2 on tippy toes, 1-2, and then lower down, give the feet a little break. The next one I want you to be very, very careful with, because I'm gonna come on this side of the chair, I'm gonna come on the heels, and I'm gonna take a little step forward on my heels and a step back, stay. There's people here coming in. I don't know who that is. All right, if you're coming in, that might be Melba. Hi, Melba. Oh, it's Richard. Hi, Richard. Good to see you and Deborah. All right, walk forward. Hi, how are you? Let me mute you so we can keep recording. Thank you. All right. And then coming back to center. Pause, breath in and breath out. Thank you for continuing even though I wasn't doing it. I love that when you don't just stop because I'm not doing it. You're like, well, you're not doing it. Maybe I shouldn't do it. That was great. The whole class was doing it. Reach into that down dog. Press about 20% of the block. So we're going to take this block away very, very soon. And then inhale, we walk forward again. All right, this time around, we remove the block. Just put it down below. And let's stretch a little bit those muscles. So go side, side, side 3 times. And then to the other side. Open the legs a little and then bend the knee and shift the weight. Now you don't need to hold on. Of course, don't hold on, okay? You'll see me holding on just in case, but you don't need to, of course, don't. Hold it here and push the hip back. Come back, push it here and push the hip back. We're gonna add a little balance as we do this. So as we push the hip back, you're shifting the weight to the heel and you're trying to bring the glute all the way towards that back, right? We're gonna add the balance to it. So you're gonna lift the foot, you're gonna step, and you're gonna go back into that leg. If you need to hold on, you hold on, it's okay. Come back, we're gonna switch it up. Step out, press back, push the hip back. So you get 2 things, right? You work a little bit that strength in that leg, but you also get the stretch on the opposite leg. Let's do one more. All right, come back to center, back to mountain. All right, little bit more balance. Those of you that don't need to hold on, hands on the hips, but also as we're stepping the foot across to places, if you don't need to touch the floor, don't touch it, okay? So I'm gonna bring it in front of me, across to the side, front of me, to the corner, to the side, behind, and across. Retrace it again. So there's a bunch of stops that we're making. Can I make them without touching the floor? Next step will be, can I do it not touching the floor and not holding on? So whatever needs to happen, that's perfectly fine. Challenge yourself, but stay safe. That's the motto. All right, very good. And then let it go, shake it off. Take a breath in and a breath out. All right, we go on the other side. So we go straight, across, straight, a little bit to the corner, to the side, behind, across. You know what to do, so just find all points. So I like starting touching the points and then it's like, oh, okay, I'm holding on. I don't really need to touch the floor. But of course you do you. I think we gotta go one more time around. Very good, and then bring it back to center. It's an in breath, relax on the out breath. All right, bring the arms side to side like we do, just to loosen up the arms, the spine. Just take a little break. All right, TheraBand is next. Actually, let's do the ball next. I had the ball first in the purple, I think. So the ball, or whatever you can catch, a mandarin, apple, beanbag, doesn't matter. So toss and catch, just regular, right? Maybe it's been a while since we played with the ball. All right, toss it with the right hand and just catch it with the right hand, just one hand. Now, if that's your dominant hand, just see how you do, right? So I'm left-handed, so of course I'm super grounded on my left side. And then switch to the left, up and down. Notice how you do with this side. Now don't look at me while I'm doing it because that doesn't help. Follow the ball as it goes up and down. Now toss it from side to side, follow the ball. Toss with one, catch with the other. Now don't get so comfortable. Like some of you are like here, where I started. Toss it high. If you lose it, we'll go get it. Don't hurry going down, just gently go down so you don't hurt your back or anything like that. All right. Can we, oh my goodness, this is giving me a workout. I don't know if it's because I'm talking and doing it at the same time. So we're gonna do a little walk in place, just like a little walk in place, and we toss and catch with the opposite hand. So left, right, right, left. Keep walking in place. Now, some of you I know can lift the legs super high and walk. Some of us might need to stay down a little closer to the floor. That's perfectly fine. They're both perfectly fine. All right, very good. We keep walking in place, but we toss with the right and catch with the right. The other hand can go to the back. Whoops. And then the other side. I don't know why this is so much fun. It brings me back to childhood. All right, so the next one I want you to do is not now, but later on a wall, maybe outside, because maybe you don't want to do that in your living room or whatever. It's like you toss and you catch. Now, if you don't have a ball, if it's an apple, then you need to get a ball to do that. But just toss, catch, and try to alternate which hand catches the ball. Okay, I need to practice before I record myself doing that. So anyway, you can do it where you catch it with one hand or you just catch it with both hands. I think I'm going to start with both hands and then go into the next. All right, all done playing? All right, now we go. Lift the leg. Those of us that can keep the leg up, we're going to lift it and toss. We're almost done with the ball, okay? If you need to keep the foot on the floor, it's just you're on your toes and you lift the foot. Martha, you're having a lot of fun in there. I love it, I love it. All right, switch it up. See the other leg? And Luinda, where's that ball going? You're like a juggler, Luinda. Oh my goodness, you're going so high. All right, that's it. So these are fun exercises. Sometimes I do where you also bounce, but we can't do that because some people have like a fruit and you bounce, and you're tossing. And then another one that you can do on your own when you have the ball is you toss and the eyes are closed. And once it bounces, you open your eyes and catch it, right? So close, open, catch it. So the open and closing of the eyes is kind of challenging because you're like, don't know when to do it, but it's only when you hear the sound on the floor that you open your eyes so you can catch. But again, it has to be a ball, and since not all of us have balls, then we'll just keep it for homework, I guess. We have TheraBand next. TheraBand next. Now, if we don't have TheraBand, remember what we do? We pretend we do. We move against resistance with all the exercises. So instead of doing that, I'm like, trying to pretend I have a resistance band. Maybe I give you a water break. It's halfway through. What do you think? Anybody wants water? Agua time? ¿Quiere agua, Patricia? ¿O no? I'm off my game. I forgot the water before. Hold you there, man. Lois, you're ready to go. You're like, let's go. I like it. Like, let's go. Let's do this. All right. So we start just kind of warming up the shoulders. So make sure you're not too close to the chair. Open the legs so you have a little bit of range there. Right? Feel nice and grounded. Now, if you're able to bring the arms behind all the way back, super slow, Make sure your elbows don't bend when you go back. Que no se doblen los codos, Patricia. Ábrame la banda un poquito más ancha para que no se le doblen los codos cuando vayamos hacia atrás. Cuidado, suavecito. And one more time. So cuidado, porque si tengo mucha resistencia, if I have a lot of resistance, I can hurt the shoulder because you're trying to bring it all the way around. So este se hace bien ancho. You do this one very, very wide. All right, we come here, now we hold a little bit wider because now we're working on strength. So all we're gonna do is pull and squeeze the shoulders right here in front of your chest. Pull. Now some of you, I see your band doing that. It's too loose. So when you go open and you close it, there's still a little resistance. Otherwise, you're not gonna feel it because we don't do a lot of repetitions. Good, now Tom, just like that. Yeah, I know you don't have it, but just like that. All right, we pause, we take a little break, we wiggle the shoulders, wiggle, wiggle, just to kind of let the tension go. All right, come back. Now we go like this. We pull and we make the letter X. Cross. You're pulling on both ends. Pull, pull. Pull. One more to each. And we take a little break. Just move the shoulders again. Open and close maybe the hands. We go here. We're gonna keep elbows into the rib cage, so we're not gonna move the elbows from there, and we're just opening and closing a little bit like this. Que no se separen los codos de las costillas. Yeah, keep your elbows closed. Open. One more. All right, now we open one side. Keep it as is, and it's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The other side. 5, 4. Try not to move the other side. Keep it as still as possible. And 1. All right, move the shoulders again, whatever feels good in your body. We do the bow and arrow, so remember that one is where the palm of the hand is facing up, and the one that's pulling, of course, facing down and in. We keep the arm that's holding the bow out, and then you're pulling the bow back. Hold. So one arm is still and one is moving. Very nice. All right, bring it back to center, release it. Let's switch sides. So pull back. So feel the resistance as you're doing this. It's like by the 5th, you're like, okay, I hope she's done soon. That's how it should be. If not, close the hands, get them closer. That's gonna make it harder. This is the last one. All right, let it go. We switch right away, no break, right? Because you already gave that side a break. Pull. 7, 5, 4. On the one we hold it, so pull back and hold, and let it go. Let's do the other side. 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, hold, and let it go. All right, roll the shoulders back. We have to sit for the next one. It's just easier to sit to do the back muscles, the bigger back muscles. So you're putting the strap right here, or the band right here under the feet. Stay where you are. You're gonna hinge slightly forward. Remember what I've mentioned before, but I'll say it again. Don't round your back, right? Zipper your belly, lift the chest, look straight ahead, and it's just a little hinge of the hips so you can pull back, keeping the elbows into the ribs again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, pull back. 4, 2, hold it up, and bring it down. Again, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, bring it up, just give the back a little break. We'll do one more round. Bring it forward, again, back 10, squeeze the shoulders, 8, 6, 4, we hold it on the one and it'll be the last one. Hold it, pull it back a little more, and let it go. All right, bring the band to rotate like this from the outside. You see how I have it outside the leg, not touching my knee, so closer towards the lower part of the quad muscle on this side, right? So your abductors. Here we go. We open the legs just a little where it feels like, oh, there's a little resistance going on there. And then I'm gonna go open the knees out and bring them in. Open, open. Now, if you don't have a band, you put the hands on the outside and you press against your hands, as if you're having a tug of war between your legs and your arms, okay? So you still create that work there. All right, on the next breath, you're stepping out with the foot and the knee. Bring it back, step out, foot and knee, out, out. Now, a lot of the times what I see is people do this, they take the foot out and the knee stays in. Press the knee out, so it's a straight line from the knee to the heel. So look down, make sure you're actually bringing the entire leg out. Very good. All right, now we go out, out, in. You're always gonna go out with a different leg, so you're always starting in a different place. So I start with my right, now I start with my left. I don't know you, but my body's like, okay, I think that's enough. One more time. Again, if you're not feeling it, you need to change the resistance of your band. If you can't even open the legs, it's too much. You need to change the resistance. We're done with that. All right, we stand up again. If you want a little bit of water before you stand up, we're gonna do the warriors, a little bit of balance. So while we wait up here, well, for people to stand up, to drink water, just do some circles. Bring the trunk to circle. Keep the hips still. Now it's the upper body. Very good. And bring it the other way. All right, very good. So elbow to knee like we did seated. If you're having trouble, hold on and touch the hand to the knee instead. Hand to the knee. Okay, so whatever is more convenient, I guess, whatever's working today. All right, we add to this, so we bring the arms up, right? We've been doing this in every class. We cross it to the opposite side. Do 3 on this side, 2, and 3. And now bring it on this side, up, across to the opposite side, from the ceiling to the floor. All right, now we're gonna lift the leg. So remember, you're going, lifting the leg and bringing it on the outside, okay? So arms to the left, lift the right leg, go outside, bring it back 3 times. 2. Now let's say that's not happening. Lift the heel, right? You still feel the work. We go from this side now to this side. Across, across, and across. Very good. Bring the hands into the back. Let's take a little break. So the hands go, see if I don't fall here. Hands here, or if your shoulders allow, you're gonna go a little bit higher, okay? As you go a little higher, you're gonna do squeezing the shoulder blades and back. Squeezing and back. Right, this is just a little bit of opening up for our posture. All right, so maybe you lift a little high, maybe it's like a 1/2 inch. And again, squeeze and back, squeeze and back. One more time, keep it there and look where the wall meets the ceiling or halfway through the wall if you have a very tall ceiling. Two more breaths here. And we let it go. All right, roll those shoulders up and back, up and back. All right. Behind the chair, just in case some of us need the chair, we're gonna bring, let me switch legs so you can see better. So right leg forward, left leg back. You have two options, to keep the back heel off the floor or to anchor the back heel if your balance is a little bit off today, because we're gonna be moving the arms and all that. So arms can be right here, both of them, or I hold down with my left hand. I'm gonna circle that arm all the way around and back. If my shoulder doesn't like it, I keep it a little smaller, back, like a swimming motion, so the full circle, and then bring it all the way forward, slow. I want you to move slow. Imagine you have a 5-pound weight on your arm, on your hand, not on your arm. All right, release the hand and just fold for a little break here, straight leg. We're done with that, we moved on to a little forward fold just to take a little moment. All right, on the next breath, pick up the back leg, lift it up, lift the back leg. All right, you can stay right here, or maybe you hover the hands off the chair, or one hand off the chair. You don't have to, you can keep both hands there. And then set that leg all the way back. Switch legs right away, right? So we go right into it. Whatever you did on the other side, whether you kept that heel off the floor or you anchor that foot, please do the same here. Arms are here. As I circle my other arm, or I hold down with my right hand if I need to, as I circle. As you circle, notice the range of motion in this side, right? Are you able to do the same circle? Or is it a little bit less width and diameter? Bring the other direction if you haven't switched already. Very good. Release the hand to the chair, anchor both heels, straighten out the front leg, and fold over that front leg. Deepen your breath. Inhale, pick up the back leg and lift it up. Keep the leg super strong and the core, right? Your abdominal muscles engaged. Again, can I hover my hands off the chair or one hand? Just off the chair. I'm not extending them forward. I'm just keeping it right there. Yeah, just changing it up. And then on the next breath, we're gonna go wide-legged forward fold, prasarita. So wide legs, and you come halfway. If you're more comfortable coming all the way into the seat of the chair, you can do that. But if you prefer to stay up here with me, that's fine too. Inhale that next breath, tall heel the feet together, and then come into mountain pose. Again, nice and tall, finding the breath. Take an inhale, blow the breath out through your mouth, as if you're blowing out a candle. Again, deep inhale, long exhale. One more time. All right, let's find tree pose. So you hold on to the chair if you need it, as you find the tree pose towards this side. Now, the hands can come here at heart center, or you can keep one branch and one hand on the chair if you need the chair. Right? Otherwise, keep it right here. If you can keep them here, keep them here. So instead of having two branches, I'm taking the branches away so that I can work a little bit more on that balance. I'm gonna bring one hand to the hip, one hand to the chair. I'm gonna lift the leg below the knee if it's not there already. See how you do with the balance. If both hands have to be in the chair, then you look like this, right? And that's fine. Come and lift that leg up. Hold it here. And then bring it back to center. Let it go. We're finding the other side. So I'm going to go here. If you're behind the chair, you don't need to move. You stay right there. Open towards the side. Again, my hands can be in prayer shape. Or I have one hand either here. So whatever you did on the other side. But if your balance is a little bit off here, then just adjust as needed. Again, to find that transition, I'm going to hold on to the chair so I can lift the leg higher and not touch the floor. Again, if you don't need to hold on to the chair, the hands go both to the side. Come and lift that leg up. And then let it go. All right, move it a little. We'll come back to our chair and do a little pull down. So I want to do some brain gym finger exercises. So let me get close. Cross the middle finger over your index finger. Okay, got it? And then bring your thumb to touch your ring finger. I think Patricia's gone. I don't need to say it in Spanish. So thumb and ring, think of, and then the only one that is free is which one? That's right, Martha. The pinky, right? The arms can lower. You don't need to keep the arms up. I'm gonna keep mine here, but you can put the arms anywhere that is comfortable. But the idea is that we're going to be moving the pinky fingers the whole time until I say, okay, stop. So I don't want you looking at my pinky fingers. I want you to look at your pinky fingers to make sure they're both moving at the same speed. And can you notice if you need to stop? Try not to stop. Try to keep moving those fingers as fast as you can. Keep looking at your pinkies. Long exhale. Notice if your dominant hand, keep looking at your fingers, not mine. Notice if your dominant hand, I'm going to lower mine, my arms are getting tired, is taking over more than the other side, or are they at the same speed? All right, let it go. Open, close the hands. Close your eyes as your hands go down to your legs. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, relax. And now connect to the sensation in your pinkies. It's like they just went for a run. Breathe in and breathe out. Notice how the pinkies feel if you compare them to the fingers next to that one. It's like on fire, right? It's like on fire. All right, rub the palms together, create a little heat. Raise it up. Okay. Now we're gonna do this one, right? That we go. Make a fist and tap the leg, and this hand is open, right? So remember, you're touching with the pinky side as you touch the leg. Switch, switch. Look down at your hands, make sure one is opening and one is closing, and they're tapping at the same time. can I go faster? And how fast can I go without messing up? Again, you have to look at your own hands. You see, I'm already messing up. Can you do this and move the head from side to side? I don't know if I can. Let's try it, right? So here we go. All right, enough of that nonsense. Good job, or good for trying. All right, let's leave it there. All right, just a little cool down, just move the trunk. Bring it the other way. Come back, roll the shoulders up and back. And roll them up and forward. All right, cross the arm, look open, over to the other side. And switch it up. Come to center, release, and now cross the leg out of twist, so elbow into the leg if you can get there. If not, you can do it sort of in midair if you're not crossing the leg. And then twist. And bring it over into the other side just to finish up here. And bring it back to center. We sit comfortably into the back of the chair. We're finishing with Shitali breath. If you know how to do Shitali breath, just go into it. So that's the one where you curl the tongue. You draw the air through the tongue, close the lips, and exhale through the nose. Now, some tongues don't curl, okay? So you put the tongue behind the teeth and you draw the air through the teeth, and then you close the lips and you exhale through the nose. So whatever it is for you, whether your tongue curls or not, you find which one works for you, and then just take a few rounds. Bring that cool air in, close, and then exhale through the nose. Now, as you do it, stay with the sensation you're feeling as that cool air hits the tongue, hits the throat, and enters the body. Like follow that sensation. And then follow the exhale through the nose. Do a couple more rounds. And then just find stillness. Let the breath in and out through the nose, however it wants to be. You don't need to control it or deepen it. Take a couple minutes here. Begin to let the breath slowly deepen. Find gentle movements in the fingers and toes. Begin to connect to sounds you hear. Allowing the eyes to open, just kind of looking around the room. And then let your eyes land somewhere that is neutral, right? Something that doesn't carry any meaning. Keep your soft gaze at that point. See if you can keep your attention there without moving the eyes to the camera, without moving the eyes anywhere else in the room. Soften the gaze, so don't feel like you're staring at the point. Just keeping a soft gaze there. Allow your eyes to close for just a moment. Open the eyes again. And then let's take a breath together to seal the class. Inhale, reach arms up and overhead. And exhale, we bring the hands to center. Take a moment of gratitude towards yourself for carving the time to find your yoga practice. You can say your name after namaste, thanking yourself for practice. Namaste. All right, so happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. If you're traveling, I wish you a safe and healthy travel. And I'll see you December 5th. So
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
So much.